Hi. I went to a new used bookstore yesterday and we got so many books for like $55. And I just wanted to like talk about them because I've been getting hard into reading lately. And I used to read so much and then I stopped for the longest time, and I'm back also. A lot of noise is going to be happening because we have these foster kittens that are barely kittens anymore. So I'm so sorry. But the bookstore is Mobile Bookseller, I think. I thought it was called something else. But either way, it's small, but they pack so much in there. And they do like credits. So if you trade in your books, you know, you get like $1 off or something. Which we went in there just free balling it. But I'm not mad. I don't have a lot of books that I don't like. I probably won't take books over there. I'm just gonna buy. Oh, and there was a book signing there, and I brought her books. I bought 2 of them. But we'll get into that. So first, we're gonna go on the signed books. I didn't get a chance to talk to her that long. They were basically closing, but her name is Elaine. I have never read a reverse harem, and I saw her little sign. It said reverse harem. I was like, huh. And she's like, yeah, that's this book. I was like, huh. So read the back, and it's one girl and it looks like 3 guys. She mentioned this book, because this is the one I was like looking at and talking to her. She's like, it's kind of spicy, and I was like, I mean, I'm okay with spice. But she didn't say anything about this, but I'm assuming it's kind of the same thing. But we will see. And she asked me if I wanted it personalized. I didn't know what to say, so I was like, no, it's fine. Where did she write it? Yeah. To the men that are waiting, Elaine, which her name is so cute. I was there with my husband. So no men waiting. I got one. And then this one is Paw Prints. So I was originally looking at the 3rd one. She says they're kind of like standalone. It's same world, different characters, but the 3rd one, it's got my sister's name in it, and I kind of don't want to read about my sister getting fucked. Sorry. Anyway, this is Lily and Thorin, and it's like, I think she said friends to lovers, and bro, she wrote on this, welcome to Cedar Ridge, and I don't know if I can show this, but it's character art. And now she asked if I wanted the character art. When I was originally looking at the 3rd one, I was like, yeah, sure, because it was just her and the dude standing near each other, and it wasn't sexual. I didn't see her put this one in there. I assumed it was going to be the same type of character art. Stop trying to get up there. So, we'll see. I'm excited to read these. You know what? Let's do introductions. This is Blood Angel. He's a guy. He's a sweet little baby. This is Penelo. She is fluffy. She doesn't really like to be held that much, but she's just the sweetest thing. And then the others will show up at some point. There's 2 more. Back to the actual books that we got from, actually, no. Let's sidetrack again. So right afterwards, we went to Target. And we were, you know, perusing. I just wanted to see what books were out, and sometimes they have like sales. I didn't see any new books that I wanted, and also I already spent money. But oh, they have shirts like these, but I didn't want to spend that much on a shirt. They also had bags, might get those, but I thought these were so cute. So this one is Second Chance, Fake Dating, Enemies to Lovers, Forced Proximity, like romantic. And then this one's darker, and it is Slow Burn, Morally Gray, Forbidden Love, Grumpy, Love Triangle, Forced Proximity, Enemies to Lovers. I love Enemies to Lovers. But I just thought they were so cute, and they were like $4. I was like, okay. This is Tax Evasion, aka Milky Lips. He's fucking huge. Ugh. And he lets us do whatever we want with him. He's the sweetest baby. And then that's mine, that's Pip. And this is a BB. She's just a sweet baby. She's the smallest one. I forgot we also went to Books A Million. Because we just can't stop. We did not have a lot of time, so we only got 2 books. But we went to the sale section. And he got the Knights Templar. I don't really know much about it, but he told me a little bit. It says, the facts behind the fiction of the Knights Templar. So it's non-fiction. And then I got the Lifestyles of Gods and Monsters. Basically, it's dystopian. That is my favorite genre of anything. Dystopian movies, shows, books, especially YA. So good. Also, if you go in like the sale section, you're not gonna find like smutty romance. You're gonna find like young adult, which I'm not complaining about because I love this shit. I really like the cover, and it is supposed to be televised. It seems like her whole life, her whole family is televised, and then whenever she's like 16 or something, like 14 teens go into a maze, kill a monster, and it looks like it's just a YA romance, but I like the idea of it. Also, the back looks really nice. And spent $14. Stop sleeping on the sale section. Okay, now we're to the actual book, used bookstore. Okay, we're gonna start with what my husband got. The Hunters of Dune. What is the Hunters of Dune? What is the Hunters of Dune? Concluding volume, Sandworms of Dune. Is this a part of Dune?
What, the Dune book?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's those are written by that one's written by Frank Herbert's son, if I remember correctly.
But is it like gonna be? Is it like the movies? Is it a part of Dune?
Yes and no. It's like if I remember correctly, that's way farther in the future.
Okay.
From the events of the books that Frank Herbert wrote. I think. I don't remember.
I'm not gonna have a lot to say about your books because I don't know. The Book of Lost Tales. How many does he have?
A lot.
Okay. The second and final part of the Book of Lost Tales includes stories of Born and Luthien, who together infiltrated Morgoth's court to cut a Silmaril from his... See, okay, when I say... Shut up! When I say fantasy words, I moved it to the side because I kept turning it on. Oh. When I say fantasy words in my head, it's normal. When I say it out loud, it sounds stupid. Sir Gawain the Green Knight. He's obsessed with anything Tolkien right now. That was mostly his Christmas gifts. Like, got him the pipe, I got him Don't Ring, and special edition books. And they're everywhere. He really likes Asimov. And it just looks cool. I did read the back of this, and it's just like, it looks chill. A man without memory stranded on an icy asteroid. His only chance for survival is locked within a band of mining robots who are dutifully searching the surface for a mysterious... It's okay. Mysterious object known as the key to perihelion. His name is Derek. I think it's so stupid. His journey will take him to a city different from any he has ever known, a fantastic metropolis beyond his dreams. Growing up, I love old sci-fi books. So I was the one who found this one, and then he ended up buying it. I'm gonna end up reading it. And it's short, so I'll go through it like in a day. Pip, what is going on? And he's hoarding his pile. Ignore the back shelves. The one with the pile that's all like token books. John's a hoarder. And then mine's no better. Okay, my turn. First, Ugh. So, like I said, I love old sci-fi. And then the H.G. Wells, they're just short stories. The Island of Dr. Moreau, the story of the days to come, the first men on the moon. I think I want something quick and chill and nostalgic. I love trashy TV. It is a guilty pleasure. Same with books. Like, cringe, hate it, but I love it. And one of those being True Blood. I found the first one. So, this is one of like the newer covers because of the show. The old covers, look them up. I'm gonna try to like put some pictures of it because the art is atrocious and I love it. I couldn't find the first book with the original art on it. But my mom, I remember she used to read them and I think she's read them all. I want to start because it's so cringy. And I know some of it's like different from the actual show. So I am interested. There's so many of these. So many. And characters who aren't even in the show. I'm just so excited. Now, Good Omens. I didn't know it was a book. I never watched the show, but my brother loved it. So, and I just, when I am buying a new book, I've had to start, and this is specifically because of newer books and newer writers who, some of them, not that good. And we'll go into that a whole other video, but, so now whenever I like get a book, I'll like go to a random page usually, or I'll try to read like the first page to see if I like how they write. Cause there's still cheese in my mouth. Cause there's some writers that you can't stand how they write. And for me specifically, if you can't, I don't want to say if you can't write dialogue, if you write dialogue in a certain way, I can't read it. And I like details. I can read, like, it will be the longest book. I will be so into it. Give me every single detail. Tell me the color of the leaves. Tell me how it smells. Everything, please. But if you don't have any kind of inner dialogue where you are deciding how you make the decision, or not you, but like the character, I want to know why they're making those decisions. I need details. And if you don't do that, I just can't get into it. So this one, I read the first page, is good. Good Omens. The world will end on Saturday, next Saturday, just before dinner, according to the nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter, which the world's only completely accurate book of prophecies, written in 1655. That just looks funny to me. And I read a little bit, just the way I think it's two different writers they write. It seems funny. I just like that. Also, my brother liked the show. It looked funny. I don't know when I'll read it. I got so many books on my TBR. It's not funny. Okay. Now, 2 more books. I'm trying to find books that I read as a kid. And so if I have Spawn, you know, they can have kid books. Or also just nostalgia. This is a book when I read, I was like 10 or 12, I don't know. It's called Princess Academy. So this prince has to like find a bride, and they're all pretty young. Okay. Miri knew lowlanders would never allow a crown to sit on a mountain girl's head, but what if she were chosen? She could have a better life for herself and her family in the rich green valleys of the lowlands. That would be any girl's wish, wouldn't it? This was such a cute book as a kid, and the ending is not what you think it's going to be. It was great. Also, she has written The Goose Girl. I didn't even know that she was the same because I was a kid. I didn't really care about authors until I was like a teenager. I loved The Goose Girl. I thought it was super cute, sweet, just wholesome, and also I like geese. But so one thing, so I was like trying to find like kid books that I read as a kid, and I have this saved on like my Amazon list. I could not find this cover. This is the one I read as a kid. And every time I find a cover, it was a different cover that I've never seen. This, I'm so excited. And it's like great condition. The last one. This one's not crazy. Again, it's a nostalgia book. But it is The Host by Stephanie Meyer, the one who wrote Twilight. I love this book more than Twilight. I think this is underrated, even though it got its own movie. I don't think enough people saw it. I don't think enough people read about it. And I wanted a second one. And this is all we got. And John said he would read it because he loves Twilight. He has multiple shirts. We got him the special edition of Twilight. He hasn't read it yet. Can y'all chill? There's a cat tree right there. Anyway. That's my haul. He predicting the word.